We are at Kinnick Stadium in Iowa City. EA Sports college football coverage continues on this Saturday with a mid-afternoon clash. It ought to be a sensational game. And the Roadrunners kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense will get the football first. And here comes the freshman quarterback who has certainly outperformed his recruiting ranking. A recruit this coaching staff really was much higher on than a lot of the services, and man, did that pay off as he won the job to start the season. So now it's 2nd and long. Here's a give to Malton. Knocked down for the tackle. So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. Tried to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. And the Hawkeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. The Roadrunners offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes the sophomore running back. He has become a key offense. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's...
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And it's the Roadrunners will punt it away on 4th down. 3-and-out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. On the ground with the counter. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes will call on their punt team. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. UTSA taking over, and the offense heads out to the field. Running inside, it's Henderson. Breaks into the open. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to the well. Might have a chance. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Henderson. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Roadrunners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Quarterback keep. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. The run to the right. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Dropping back, it's McCown. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Field goal is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Turning it on! Flips the field in an instant, and he has it down to the 25-yard line. He's now up to 58 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game. They're doing that in the season opener. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
You gotta lock in on your keys. When they run this kind of offense and they do the replays, somebody has to account for the quarterback, and they forgot who that was, and he made them pay with a big play.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! He got it, feet down in bounds.
And I think this is really the separators in good offense and great offense. Can you throw the football inside the 5-yard line with the tight windows? He can. Nice strike, nice catch, nice execution.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's take a look at the numbers for these two guys so far. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's McCown. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. These Hawkeye fans know exactly what to do to get behind this D on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Roadrunners decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. On first down, it's Malton again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. He's got it on the right. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Red pass hits complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. After the 9-yard completion, the playbook wide open on 2nd and 1. The pull and throw off the RPO. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Again, it's Malton. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Malton. Noses his way forward, maybe gets one. They'll mark it at the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff for Malton. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. And the Hawkeyes line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Off the RPO, complete. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here. Dead center perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll run the counter. Finding some room. Got enough for the first. Past the 50. At the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UTSA. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you can hand it off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy. It's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's a give to Malton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Give running right, it's Kamari. He now has 106 yards on the ground, and he wanted to make a first impression, and he's doing that in this opening game. And he won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. He's got it again. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Steps away. He's going to take off. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Using his feet to buy time. That slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be 4th down. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking downfield, it's McCown. Got his man downfield. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half. He goes right back to the air. Hauls it in. At the 40, there he goes. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Back to pass on 2nd down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Oklahoma taking on the UTEP Miners. And it's the Sooners looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing. Now back to your game at Kinnick Stadium. This offense just continues to find a way to make big plays. No death by 1,000 cuts today. They are consistently gaining chunks of... And it's reflected there on the scoreboard.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Roadrunner offense on its way out there to open this drive. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break.
There he goes. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And it's the Roadrunners come to the line in the hurry-up.
You could tell he saw that grass open up, and he was not handing that football off. He was taking it himself. His eyes got enormous, chewed up the big play. Nice big chunk play for this offense.
Unloads quickly. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Kinnick is having a connection fit to try to help the D on 3rd down. To the air, it's McCown. Fires to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Roadrunners offense will bring the punt team onto the field. My goodness, he unloads on that one. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Looking to throw on first down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Man, this is exactly what you needed to see from this defense to start the second half. If you're down, you got to create some momentum. You got to get your offense a little bit excited. Nice job creating the sack. Perfect start to the second half of this defense.
The Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Out of the gun with Kamari Malton. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And the Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. No fair catches here, looking for room. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Henderson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Finds his man. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's a Heat. Got his man. Worked his way out across the 35. Got it up to the 37-yard line, but still a little bit short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. Trying to make magic with his feet. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Diaz. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Hawkeyes have this offense rolling. Off-play action on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Handoff for Malton. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Off the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The give on the counter. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give running right, it's Malton. Tripped up for the tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. The snap sets up to throw. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Heading into the fourth quarter, and both of these running backs have just been outstanding. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week one clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Here's a give to Malton. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Quick completion to the right. Now takes it to the 11. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third down, here's Malton. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost it. Concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The run inside. It's Henderson. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 8. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the option. Nowhere to go. Right at the scrimmage. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to throw, it's McCown. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Roadrunners will line up to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on down.
Job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Let's see what he can do with it. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Running inside, it's Henderson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Firing to the right, complete. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. And it's the Roadrunners who will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They take over holding this slim lead, and a drive right here sure would be nice. Makes the grab. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. You're on. So they'll couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They go to the wide receiver screen. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just 1 at the 2-minute mark. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second. We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Lost to fire on 2nd down. He's got the tight end.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
He's got his man, makes the grab. That'll be a 1st down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory.